Alright guys, in this video, I'm gonna be showing off my texture packs and my settings and my mods. So to start off, I'm gonna be starting with my sword texture pack and my axe one. These are the ones that everyone has been asking me for. And this is diamond, this is netherite. The way the texture pack works, it is CIT. So, in order to actually obtain it, rename your sword to, let's say, Alleria. Or for axe, you have to do the same thing, but you gotta name it Rhea. That's how you get my sword texture pack and my axe texture pack. Now, I'm gonna be showing it off by punching the pack maker. As you can see. That's also the low fire I use. I will also be linking that. Now, for the next, these are my shield texture packs. As you can see, they're smaller. I also use the old enchant glint in Minecraft. I personally think it's cooler. Now this is what the regular enchant glint looks in Minecraft. Alright, so another thing I also have is particles texture pack. Now it might not be that obvious, but you can see that some critical particles are actually like smaller, some look different. I downloaded the texture pack from Planet Minecraft. I will also be linking it down. It also changes the texture pack of the hearts. As you can see, or actually no, some of them are changed. So it's like mixed with the regular texture pack and the new one. This is my totem. It's actually made in two texture packs. One is the model that makes it look like, that makes it on the side, right? And the one, or the second one, is just my own totem. Now this is the golden crown. This is actually a golden helmet, but I actually like it better when it's a golden crown. This is a carved pumpkin. Now this is the difference when you actually have the pumpkin on, and this is when you have the texture pack on. Now for the next thing is the fishing rod. As you can see, there's no fishing bobber. Okay, yeah. As you can see, the thing doesn't go in my way. I guess the little shrink does, but that doesn't really make a huge difference. Now the last texture pack is the lime concrete one for green screens. Obviously, as a creator, you need sometimes to cut out a green screen, maybe for a video, maybe for a thumbnail. And I have a texture pack that makes green screen kind of smoother. As you can see, it's way easier to cut out than using a regular texture pack. Now, that's it for my texture packs. The next thing I'm gonna get to is my settings. As you can see, I use Quake Pro FOV. Sometimes I like to have it a little lower. Video settings, I have render distance on 6. It's because when I record, my game just lags. So it's better for me to have lower chunks. Shadow distance, I don't really know what this does, so I just kind of have it turned off. Simulation distance, I also have it on 5 chunks. It doesn't make a huge difference when I'm playing on servers. Brightness, I have on 640, and I'll get to how in a minute. There's a thing, I actually have a 2K monitor, so I in total have 6 GUI skills. Now for the people that have a smaller monitor, this is pretty much 3. For the people who have a bigger one, I think it's around 5 or 6. I'm not sure, but I think it's around that. I have full screen. My quality, I have graphics on fast. I don't know why, but I usually have it on fancy. Clouds, I have them on. Weather, I have it on default. Leaves, I have it on fancy. Particles, I have it decreased. I don't like when there's too much particles, and I don't like when there are none. Smooth lighting, I have on. Entity shadow, I have on. And vignette, I do not have. I don't use distortion effects and FOV effects. As for my performance settings, I have everything on here. Animations, I have everything up besides fire. And I don't really know why, but I like it this way. I can show what I don't have. I have enchanted hit off. I'm gonna turn off an explosion just for the next one, but I usually have it on off. Large smoke, I have it on off. Smoke, I have it on off. This is when you play like crystal PvP or something. Now to get to my mods, I have apple skin. This is basically the extra saturation bar over here. Better hurt cam. Now this is one thing that I use. I don't usually use hurt cam, as you can see when I take damage. Now the next mod is bind commands. This is pretty much a keybind thing. You can set a certain command and you can use it through this thing. I'm gonna press the keybind and I can instantly go in creative. Now as for my next mod, this is carpet PvP. Now this server is really good for practice. As you can see, you can practice against this bot. Now this is an NPC difficulty. Now the next mod I want to get to is CIT Reson. This is actually the same thing that I was talking about for the swords. This is actually what makes you get the texture pack. Now clean F3, that actually makes your F3 like a lot smaller. It hides the unnecessary information. Clumps, this is the thing. It does, yeah. Elytra swapper, you can swap between your diamond chestplate and elytra by using a keybind. Essentials, this is basically a client. Essential dependencies, that's what you need to launch it. Euphoria patcher, this is it patches complementary shaders. Explosive enchantment, this is the explosion thing that I wanted to show. It's when you blow up a TNT, it makes this sort of explosion and it looks really cool. Now for the next thing, it's free look. This is the thing that I use a lot. Yeah, you can like see to the sides, you can see to the left, you can see to the right. Yeah, it's a really cool mod. I suggest getting this. Now the next thing is Gamma Utils. This is a mod that basically just... Here, I'll put it all the way down. Yep. So yeah, it's basically just a Gamma mod. I think it should make sense just by saying its name. Basically, so you can enable this, but basically if you don't want to see the red thing when you're hitting out a player, I definitely suggest getting this mod. It is really useful. In fact, I'll actually show you the comparison. As you can see, Iris, this is a shader pack mod. A lot of content creators use this. Now the next one is item scroller. This is a sort of macro, and before anyone tells me something, I will just say I really don't suggest turning it on for literally anything else. Everything else I also have I removed the keybind for everything else. I should mention that in order to use this item scroller, I think you also need Malilib in order to actually be able to run it. I think that also goes for Lithomatica, as you can see. It's make bubbles pop. This is nothing really like, it just makes it look cooler. Mod menu, this is so you can actually see these mods. Model gap fix. Now a lot of Minecraft items have this problem where they have a certain gap between items, and in order to fix this, I use this like a little mod that actually fixes the gaps in between items. I know Sword usually has it, but with this mod it does not. So yeah. Motion blur. For the next item is no fog. This is the thing that helps you see in water better. Not enough animations. I don't really use this mod. It basically just adds a lot more animations to Minecraft. Remove Void and Darkness. This is pretty obvious what this does. Replay mod. This is a mod that helps with content creation. Now the next mod is Resourceify. This is, you can basically get like the texture packs or mods from Modrent or CurseForge in game. Satan, this is what you need for motion blur. Shulker box tooltip. This is a really good mod. You can, let's say I have a few shulker boxes here, as you can see. I think I also forgot to say that lithium is an FPS performance mod. Sodium, this is a FPS performance mod. Sounds Be Gone, this is a mod that helps you remove certain sound effects. Status effect timer, this is pretty obvious what it does. Tip tap show, this is a keystrokes mod. Yuka's armor hut, this is basically what you can see down here. It helps me with my durability. Via fabric plus, I can change versions in game with this. Visuality, now these are some extra little visuals or particles. I'll actually show you that. As you can see, when I'm punching the skeleton, like the bones come out. Now Woxy complete shield fixes. This basically adds the sounds to shields, because for some reason in the new Minecraft version, just remove the stunning, and they also remove the sound effect from breaking someone's shield. Wavy capes. This is basically what you could have seen the entire time from this video. As you can see how my cape is like kind of waving. World edit, this is pretty obvious what this does. This is also like a content creator tool, or maybe even for like building or stuff like that. This is pretty obvious what this is. I don't really use this. World map. Zoomify, this is the last mod. These are my keybinds. My mouse settings, I have 105 sensitivity and 400 DPI. And that's all and that is it for my settings.